Okay. So we are just starting. Now the question he gives is calculate the backlog depreciation under the current cost accounting method in inflation. Cost of the machine is 40,000. Life is 4 years. Inflation factor is 10% per annum. It means, so if this year there is an inflation of 10%, next year on the inflated value again you should calculate inflation. So each year on the previous amount there is an inflation. So 10% per annum, residual value, that is scrap value, is nil, and he says straight line method of depreciation is being calculated. Okay. So first what we have to do in order to find out backlog depreciation, first thing we have to do is calculate depreciation adjustment. Depreciation adjustment means each year according to historical cost, how much is the depreciation according to current cost accounting replacement cost, how much is the depreciation, what is the difference between these two is called as depreciation adjustment. So depreciation adjustment is depreciation according to replacement cost minus depreciation on historical cost. That is basically depreciation adjustment. Okay, so depreciation according to replacement cost, it means applying the inflation factor. Depreciation on historical cost, that is on 40,000 rupees, we are trying to calculate depreciation. So what is that we need first here? We need to calculate how much is the historical cost, how much is the replacement cost, what is the depreciation according to historical cost, what is the depreciation according to replacement cost, what is the difference between these two. That will be basically your depreciation adjustment. So we would be calculating depreciation adjustment statement. What are the years which are there? What is the historical cost? Replacement cost, depreciation according to historical cost, according to replacement cost, depreciation adjustment. So first of all, how many years we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years we have. What is historical cost? Historical cost is 40,000 each year. 40,000 each year. What is the replacement cost? Inflation factor has to be applied on the inflation on the historical cost. So 40,000 into 10%. So how much will that be? 44,000. Okay. Now next year again 10% inflation. So already you have a value of 44,000. Increase it by 10%. 48,400. Again 48,400. Increase this by 10%. 53,240. Fourth year again 10% inflation. On 53 to 50 inflation. 58,564. Okay. Now, what is the depreciation? Depreciation is nothing else but cost divided by 4 years. Life of the asset is 4 years. So, what is the historical cost? 10,000. 10,000 divided by 4. Sorry, 40,000 divided by 4. 10,000 is the historical cost. All the 4 years on straight line method, you would have depreciation at 10,000 only. Now do according to replacement cost. 44,000 divided by 4. So I would get 11,000. 48,400 divided by 4, 12,100. 53,240 divided by 4, 13,310. 58,564 divided by 4, 14,641. These are the depreciations according to replacement. This is the depreciation according to historical cost. Now depreciation adjustment is nothing else but RC minus HC depreciations. So RC 11,000 minus 10,000. So you have to adjust. What does this mean? According to historical cost, you should calculate a depreciation of 10,000. According to replacement cost, you should calculate these depreciations. So I am adjusting my depreciation. Whenever I adjust depreciation, it will be adjusted on my asset as well as in P&L account. So this will be the adjustments which I do to my depreciation. 11,000 minus 10,000, 1,000, 12,100 minus 10,000, 2,100, 13,310 minus 10,000, 3,310, 14,641 minus 10,000, 4,641. For 4 years put together, totally 11,051 is the total depreciation to be adjusted. I repeat that again. So here, what is that? First, we have to do, in order to find out backlog depreciation, first you should do depreciation adjustment. How to do depreciation adjustment? Depreciation adjustment is depreciation according to replacement cost minus depreciation according to historical cost. So first thing what I should do, I should know how much is historical cost, how much is replacement cost. Then I should know how much is depreciation on historical cost, how much is depreciation on replacement cost. So first I'm writing my historical cost. 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000 in straight line method, not your diminishing balance method which is there. So straight line method, so I am calculating here, taking always on original cost only, depreciation will be. Next I am doing replacement cost. What is the value? First year there is a 10% inflation on 40, 10%, 44,000. So inflation second year is again increasing by 10%. Already what is the value of your asset? 44,000. On that 10%. 48,400. Again 10% increase. On 48,400, 53,240. So how am I doing those calculations which are there? Here replacement cost of year 1. 40,000 plus 10%. 44,000. Okay, then year 2, 44,000 plus 10%, 48,400. Year 3, 48,400 plus 10%, 53,240. Year 4, 53,240 plus 10%. 58,564. So that way what we have done is we have calculated the replacement cost values which are there. So now what I am getting is replacement cost. Each year ka replacement cost I have written. Now I should do the depreciation according to historical cost, according to replacement cost. Life of the asset is 4 years. So depreciation will become 40,000 divided by 4. 10,000. 40,000 by 4. Each year the depreciation on historical cost is 40,000 divided by 4. Now come to replacement cost value. 44 by 4. Okay. 48 4,000 by 4. 53,240 by 4. 58,564 by 4. So I get cost divided by 4 years as my depreciation because life of the asset is 4 years. Then depreciation adjustment. Depreciation according to historical cost minus depreciation according to, depreciation and replacement cost minus depreciation according to historical cost. So 11,000 minus 10,000, 1,000. 12,1 minus 10,000, 2,100. 13,310 minus 10,000, 3,310. 14,641 minus 10,000, 4,641. So I am getting a total depreciation for all the 4 years, which is yet to be adjusted. Right, total depreciation is 11,051. Right, so total depreciation by the year 4th year ending, that is life of the asset, we have to yet adjust 11,051 rupees. This is the first step for calculating your backlog depreciation. What exactly is backlog depreciation? Backlog depreciation means, the increase in the value of the accumulated depreciation due to the increase in your asset value, which, with the inflation factor. So here what happens is, so when I say backlog depreciation, when I say backlog depreciation is that we all know when asset value is increasing year by year, naturally depreciation amount also will increase year by year. This will increase the accumulated depreciation which is there year by year. So here what happens? The increase in accumulated depreciation due to increase in inflationary values of asset. Due to inflationary values of asset which is there. So that increase which is there, this increase after depreciation adjustment being considered is called backlog depreciation. Okay, now it means what? What happens is, due to inflation, value of the asset keeps increasing. When value of the asset is increasing, then depreciation each year will be increasing. If depreciation each year is increasing, the total accumulated depreciation at the end of each year will keep increasing. So that increase which we have in the depreciation, after making adjustments towards the depreciation adjustment amount, that excess amount which is still to be done, still to be adjusted, that excess amount or the increased amount which is there is basically called as backlog depreciation. Okay, so here when I say increase in the accumulated depreciation, so first thing, what should I do then? I should find out how much is the accumulated depreciation each year. So first year, when I'm talking about accumulated depreciation, understand. First year, the depreciation year is 10,000. Second year, it will become according to historical cost. If I take 10,000 into 2 years, 20,000 will be the accumulated depreciation of second year. Third year, 10,000 into 3 years. Fourth year, 10,000 into 4 years. Now, in case of replacement, what would it be? 11,000 will be the depreciation for the first year. Second year, the accumulated depreciation will be 12,100 into 2 years. Third year, the accumulated depreciation will be 13,310 into 3 years. Fourth year, 14,641 into 4 years. So what happens? Here, what are you doing? You are finding out the accumulated depreciation. So that increase in the depreciation, accumulated depreciation, after making depreciation adjustments, it means suppose already in depreciation adjustment some amount you adjusted. In the increased depreciation, you will minus the depreciation adjustment. Extra amount, if any, which is still to be adjusted, that excess is called backlog. It means already in depreciation adjustment some amount I have adjusted, this amount is yet to be done. Backlog means something which is pending, so this amount is yet to be done. That is called as backlog depreciation. Okay, so what are the things to be calculated by me now? What I should do for calculating backlog depreciation? Accumulated depreciation. According to historical cost and according to replacement cost. Next, after we do accumulated depreciation, then what is the difference in this depreciation of replacement cost and historical cost? Difference in accumulated depreciation between RC, HC. So I will have to calculate that. Then, what is the additional depreciation therefore? Additional depreciation which has to be adjusted annually. Annually to be adjusted. Next, what is the depreciation already adjusted? Next, how much is the depreciation yet to be adjusted? Okay. So first, how do I do the accumulated depreciation calculation? Year 1, 2, 3, 4. First year, 10,000. Second year, 10,000 into 2, 20,000. Third year, 30,000. Fourth year, 40,000. This is the depreciation which is there each year, accumulated depreciation. Now according to replacement cost. First year how much we had in replacement cost? 11,000. Second year how much we had? 12,100 into 2. 24,200. Third year how much we had depreciation? 13,310 into 3. 39,930. Fourth year, how much do we have? 14,641 into 4. That gives you 58,000 564. Okay. 564. Now, what is the difference between the accumulated depreciations? The first year I have a difference of 1000. How? 11,000 minus 10,000, RC minus HC. Second year, 4,200. Third year, 9,930. Fourth year, 18,564. Okay. Now, what is the depreciation which is additional? It means how much more depreciation each year has to be adjusted. Suppose first year you already adjusted 1000, second year is 4,200. Now what happens is, second year in 4,200, this is 2 years ka amount. Na? In 4,200, already I did 1,000 amount adjusted. So from 4 to, I only will have to adjust that excess amount, additional amount, 3,200. Then 9,930. So this, comes like this. Here I am doing it. 4,200 minus 1,000. Then first year I already did 1,000. Second year total accumulated is 4,200. Third year is 9,930 minus your 4,200. So that gives me 5,000. How? 9,930 minus already 4,200 adjusted. So 4,200 adjusted. So extra amount which is yet to be adjusted is 5,730. Third year, what happens? Additional, okay, excess of this. So I would have 18,564 minus 9,930. That gives me 8,634 extra I should adjust. What do you mean by that? First year, I already have a difference amount 1,000 which I am adjusting in my account, suppose. Second year, total additional amount of total difference is 4,200. But out of 4 to already 1 is adjusted. So 3,200 only is the additional amount. Third year, difference between these two, 5,730 only is extra amount I should adjust. Fourth year, difference between these two, 8,634 only I should already adjust. So now you will see how much is the depreciation adjustment which is there each year, right? Depreciation adjustment already we did here. 1,000, 2,100, 3,310, 4,641. It means what? This much amount I already adjusted, right? So amount adjusted, 1,000 is adjusted, right? Then 2,100 is adjusted. 3,310 is already adjusted. Then 4,641 is already adjusted. Now what happened? 1,000 is adjusted, right? 2,100 is already adjusted. But how much you should be adjusting? 3,200. So backlog depreciation means excess of additional depreciation on depreciation adjustment. Okay, so first year already 1,000 adjusted, I don't have any excess. Second year 3,200 I should adjust, but I adjusted according to depreciation adjustment only 2,100. It means 1,100 yet to be adjusted. How? 3,200 minus 2,100. Third year, already I have adjusted 3,310. But totally I should make adjustments 5,730. So 5,730 minus 3,310. So I would have 5,730 minus 3,310, 2,420 yet to be adjusted. Backlog. Okay, pending amount. And the last year, 8634 minus 4641. So I should yet adjust 3. Yeah. So total backlog depreciation is 7513. Okay. Again I am explaining. What is backlog depreciation? Backlog depreciation means increase in the accumulated depreciation after making adjustments towards your depreciation adjustment amount already which you are adjusting. Okay, so it means what now? First I have to calculate the statement. In that, what I should do? I should do accumulated depreciation. Then find out what is the increase, right? What is the difference? What is the increase minus the depreciation already adjusted? If there is an excess depreciation, that will be your backlog depreciation. So what happens? How to do the accumulated depreciation? Accumulated depreciation, first year 10,000, second year 10,000 into 2, 20,000, third year 10,000 into 3, 30,000, fourth year 10,000 into 4, 40,000. Okay, till here this is the historical cost. Now calculate replacement. Each year we had already calculated replacement cost values which are there in the depreciation. Now what happened? Replacement cost for depreciation first year is 11,000. Second year 12,100 is the depreciation into 2 years. Second year means 24,200. Third year ka depreciation on replacement is 13,310 into 3 years. That gives you 39,930. Fourth year ka depreciation 14,641. How many years I should do? Accumulate 4 years. So into 4 years 564. Now I am finding out what is the difference between these two amounts. What is happening? 11,000 I should have depreciated. I have only depreciated 10,000. 1,000 is the additional amount difference. Second year 24,200 minus 20,000, difference is 4,200. Third year for 39,930 minus 30,000 is 9,930. This is so that you don't get confused. These are the values for this. I didn't have placed it. Okay, so fourth year 58,564 minus 40,000. This is what I'm getting. Now what am I doing? I'm finding out how much is the additional depreciation annually to be adjusted. Already 1,000 adjusted. 4,200 minus 1,000. 3,200 is yet to be adjusted. 9,930 minus 4 to 5,730 yet to be adjusted. 18,564 minus 9,930. 8,634 yet to be adjusted. But already I have made certain depreciation adjustment on inflation. That amount I should minus. Otherwise what would happen is I would have duplications. Many times I would be making mistakes there. So already adjusted amount how much? 1,000. Is there any excess amount yet to be adjusted? Nothing. So in the first year, nil is my backlog depreciation. Depreciation already adjusted 2,100. But actually additional amount I should adjust is 3,2. Out of 3,221 is already adjusted. My backlog, it means yet to be adjusted amount is 1,100. Additional amount I should adjust is 5,730. But I adjusted in depreciation only 3,310. So backlog yet to be done is 2,420. 8,634 is the additional amount. But according to depreciation adjustment, I adjusted only 4,641. So yet to be adjusted is 3,993. Therefore, what would I have? I would have a backlog depreciation, a total of 7,513. What do I mean by that? Excess depreciation which is to be done according to inflationary values is basically that backlog depreciation. So if the inflation is there, assets are increasing their values, depreciation every year is increasing, accumulated depreciation will keep increasing. That excess of accumulated depreciation over your adjustment of depreciation which is already done is called as backlog depreciation. Okay. What happens when you are talking about replacement cost? See, this is the depreciation in replacement cost. This is only the first year ka 10% impact. In second year, what happened? Again, there was a 10% depreciation inflation. Only in second year, the depreciation is 12,100. Now, but understand, 12,100 you have done according to the inflation in second year. Now imagine if I would have applied 48,400, that is the 10% inflation of first year, 10% inflation of second year. 2 years there is inflation. Yes or no? Here what is happening? When I am taking the first year, I am taking 1 year's ka inflation factor. In second year, only second year ka inflation factor. But suppose if I do depreciation on straight line method, okay, in second year what would happen? 12,100 is 1 year's depreciation. 2 years depreciation would have been 12,100 into 2. Okay, but what happened? In the first year there was only 11,000 depreciation. So what did we do? 1,000 you have accumulated. But in the second year, you have 10% plus 10%. 12,100 is 1 year's depreciation. It means 24,200 could have been there if this is multiplied for 2 years, right? But what's happening here? I took each year separately. It means this year ka impact, this year I have taken. But when it happens to your accumulated depreciation, if depreciation is taken in second year, straight line method says each year there is same depreciation amount. It means what? If it was depreciation in second year 12,100, in first year also it should have been 12,100. But what is happening? First year I took 11,000. It means what is that excess amount? That 1,100. Practically that 1,100 is my backlog depreciation. It means I did year only for 1 year. But imagining if this was the straight line amount for 2 years, I would have had that 12,100, 12,100, I would have had 24,200. But here what's happening? First year different amount because it's inflation. Second year different amount. Third year different amount. Fourth year different amount. So what's happening? Each year separate amounts will come in RC if it is taken according to inflation, replacement cost. So each year different depreciations you are calculating. But according to straight line method, what should have happened? 12,100 if it is in second year. Straight line method should tell that first year also it should be 12,100 only. So what's happening? In first year you took 11,000 only. 1,000 only. How much you didn't take in first year? 1,100. That is my backlog. 1,100 is my backlog. So here what am I telling? I still have a backlog. Why am I having a backlog? I have a backlog because in 1 year I took at 11,000, but in the second year it became 12,100. So each year if I would have taken it 12,100, then it should have been into 24,200. In third year, every year if I take 13,310, 13,310 if I take, then what would happen is 3 years I should have taken 39,930. But what did I do? First year I took 11,000. It means it's not 13,310. So 11,000, 13,310 means 2,110 ka difference in first year. Second year I took 12,100 only as depreciation. 13,310 minus 12,100. How much is the difference? Again 1,110 ka difference. So what is happening? That the difference between 13,310 and 11,000, the difference between 13,310 and 12,100 is nothing else but your 2,420. So what exactly happens in backlog depreciation is, in depreciation according to inflation, we would be taking each year separately a different depreciation. But according to our accounting standard, it says you should have consistency. Consistency means if 1 year you take 11,000, every year straight line method should be 11 only. If 1 year you take 12,100, every year it should be 12,100 only. But because inflation is increasing, what's happening? That amounts are increasing every year. So what am I doing now? I'm finding out 12,100 into 2. If I have 24,200 should have been there. But that difference 4,200. In the difference 4,200, I already took 1,000. It means excess amount of 3,200 is yet to be done. According to my depreciation adjustment, I did each year ka depreciation adjustment. I did 2,100 already. How much more? Because of the change in the value of depreciation, how much more it's there? 1,100 is the backlog depreciation. Here in backlog depreciation, you are finding out two things. So one, you are finding out depreciation adjustment. Depreciation adjustment means on 1 year only I calculated the inflation factor of depreciation, and then I calculated depreciation yet to be adjusted. Now in backlog depreciation, what we would do is, suppose each year ka inflation is a straight line method or whatever methods are there. If I apply to the past years also, every year ka depreciation, I apply to the past years also. How much is the impact I would have had in the past years, right? So I am not only talking about depreciation of that year, but if this depreciation was there in last year and the year before and the year before, so I'm talking about the backlogs also. How much it should have been if this particular depreciation is going at 10%, what all it should have been in the past years also is basically called as your backlog depreciation. So backlog depreciation is not that year inflation. It is the impact of inflation even on your previous years. So how much I didn't depreciate because of this particular inflation factor is called as my backlog depreciation. I hope it's clear. When you are writing, please write these working notes under this. I've drawn a small column, so this will not fit here. So you write this working notes in this column. Don't write in this column because it will be confusing. I had less space, so I wrote here. And everywhere write the working notes there itself. Iska working notes here. Iska working notes here. This will come here. Iska working notes here I have written. Okay.